welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to practice some Vinyasa Flow and really focusing on just being in the moment. So you found your way onto this platform, you've gotten yourself onto your mat, you've turned on the screen, and you are ready to practice. So just take the next 25 to 30 minutes and really focus on being in this moment here and now. Letting go of things that came before this, letting go of anything that's coming up next, and just take this time for your flow, for your yoga practice to really tune into your breath, into your body, and just notice how you're feeling today. So that's going to be the focus as we move through the practice. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat, maybe cross-legged, maybe sitting on some blocks or a pillow, whatever is going to make you feel safe and stable and comfortable for the next minute or two, just as we tune into the breath and let go of anything, like I said, that came before this, letting go of anything that's coming up next, and just take this time for yourself to really tune into your body, into your breath, to how you are feeling in this moment. On the next few breaths, just notice how your chest is feeling, how your hips are feeling, connected to the earth, your sits bones, maybe your legs on the mat. Just take some time to find some awareness for the body you're in. As you inhale, maybe imagine the breath coming in through the toes, lifting up all the way from your spine to the crown of your head, helping you to sit a little bit taller. As you exhale, let the shoulders roll down your back and let the breath fall out of your mouth like a waterfall. Take about 3 more breaths like that, letting the breath come in from the root, letting it lift you up all the way to the top of your head. And then as you exhale, let it float back down all the way. Take about another breath or two in this way. And then we'll just start to bring in a little bit of movement here with the body. So on the next inhale, let's go ahead and bring those arms up to the sky. Maybe the gaze lifts. As you exhale, let your arms come down. Take this opportunity just to gaze around your surroundings. Let yourself be aware of where you are here and now. One more breath like that, lifting up. Exhale, releasing back down. Let's inhale both those arms up to the sky, reaching, reaching, reaching. Inhale. As you exhale, twist over towards your right side. Your right hand's going to come behind you. That left hand will drop onto the right knee. You're going to root through the sits bones again and lift through the crown of your head. Take a breath. Exhale down. Next inhale brings those arms up overhead. Reach through the fingertips. As you exhale, twist over to your left. Really lifting through the crown. Releasing, letting the exhale twist you a little deeper. One more breath. Let's do that one more time. Each side, inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. As you're ready, you're going to reach those arms up overhead. Extend through the fingertips. As you exhale, cactus those arms, squeeze shoulder blades together. Fingertips facing away from you, lift your heart. As your arms stay straight and your hands are on the earth, maybe let your neck and head release. Coming back upright. Bring the feet out in front of you. We're just going to let those knees sway side to side. Just kind of waking up the hips, allowing some movement here. Another breath or two. let's make our way over onto our hands and knees. So you're just coming onto all fours here, finding stability here on the earth. Hands are rooted, all 10 fingertips are facing mostly towards the top of the mat. Knees are on the earth and stacked, hips and knees right on top of each other. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, all in line. Let's go ahead and come in and out of a few cat-cows. So you're going to lift your heart up, maybe wag your tail a little bit. As you exhale, pull that belly in around your spine, tuck your chin. Let's do that with your breath. So the inhale lets the belly drop into cow pose. Exhale, pulling that spine, rounding back, cat pose. So you're just going to move like this for the next few breaths. This might feel great. This might be all you need. This is also a great kind of practice if you just need a little movement or you need some digestion help. You can also kind of make some circles with those hips and pull the belly up. So kind of just moving in a way that helps the back body loosen up and find a little nourishment. So you can go back and forth, forward and back, side to side. Might also feel good to bring those hips all the way towards your heels and then pull your heart forward. So you can do that a couple times. Then we'll just take about a few moments here just to kind of move in this cat-cow pose. Just kind of letting the back body loosen and awaken. A couple more breaths here. Let's go ahead and sink our hips all the way back and come into a child's pose. Forehead to the earth, extend through those fingertips. Really feel the stretch through the arms as they reach to the top of the mat. Heels come towards the sit bones and the seat come towards the heels as you stretch. One more breath. Next inhale brings you back up onto hands and knees. We're going to come into a little balancing and a little bit of core work here. So let's extend that right foot back. Let the toes root to the mat, and then extend that left arm forward. So the thumb is going to press and be facing upwards. And then you're going to lift that right leg up. Inhale here. As you exhale, pull that elbow and knee towards each other. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze it back together. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, squeeze it together. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. This time you're going to reach it out, the foot and the arm, extend, and then bring that left hand down, and right foot is going to cross over the left. Let's look over that left shoulder and gaze at the right toes. Reaching over, coming off the mat, maybe feeling a nice stretch maybe through that left hip. Take a breath. As you're ready, come back to that tabletop pose. Maybe a couple cat-cows to reset. Just noticing how the body feels and what you need in this moment. So when we tune in and become present with where we're at, you can really just notice what your body needs. One more breath here. This time we're going to let that left leg extend so the toes root onto the mat. That heel stretches back. Maybe you're feeling a stretch in the calf muscle. You can let your neck and head go here for a moment. And then we'll extend that right arm, finding the balance and stability, and then we'll lift that left leg up. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze elbow and knee. A couple more like that. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Breathing, moving with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Couple more. Reach it out. Exhale, squeeze. Last one. Exhale, squeeze it together. This time, reach. Let's drop that right hand, and then that left leg crosses over the right, and we're looking over that right shoulder. So just gaze back at the left toes. Maybe you feel that stretch on your hip. One more breath. And as you're ready, come back to your tabletop pose. Maybe again the cow to reset the spine. And when you're ready, just sink those hips back to reset. Tune into the breath. Maybe the forehead comes onto the earth and you massage that third eye or your forehead, that space where all of our thoughts come and collect and drift in and out. Just ground that mind, come into stillness. And then we'll move into some flowing poses. Let's go ahead and tuck those toes and shift it back into a downward facing dog. Always the option to stay on your knees, or you can come into a down puppy position where your arms are extended but your hips are lifted. Either way, you can kind of move the hips, or in that down dog, you're going to pedal the heels. We'll take a few breaths here. Lift through the tailbone, let the neck and head release. And then as you're ready, walk the feet to the top of your mat. Forward fold. With the inhale, come up halfway, hands to knees or shins. As you exhale, fold it forward. Let your belly come to your thighs, let your neck and head release. Inhale, sweep, arms all the way up to standing. Come through a slight back bend here. With the exhale, hands come to heart center. Tune into the breath. Root down through your feet. Let your shoulders roll back. Extend through the crown of your head. Breathe. Inhale, arms up. Reach through your fingertips. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, folding forward over those legs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees or shins. Find that flat back. Exhale, fold it forward. Plant the hands, step that right foot back. We're gonna drop your right knee. And then if you have blocks or books or 2 water bottles, you might bring them to either side of this lunge here. Inhale, arms up. Reach through your fingertips, take a breath. Maybe stretching through that right hip flexor. Inhale. As you exhale, sweep those hands to the earth or those blocks, and then we're gonna pull the hips back. So maybe this left leg extends a little further. Maybe you come in through that straight leg, or you can have a slight bend. Just feeling a nice stretch for that left hamstring now. Take a breath. So blocks are nice to have here for stability. Without the blocks, your hands are just maybe tented. Take another breath. And then let's bend into that left knee. Blocks to the side, hands onto the earth. Come back to hands and knees. Exhale, lower belly, chest and chin to the earth. Inhale, lift through low cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, shift back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Neck and head release. Lift that tailbone, pedal the heels. On the inhale, that right leg is gonna lift. We're gonna pull that right knee towards the nose and place it between the hands. Gently lower that left knee down. Bring the blocks in for support. Lift, and then lift up. Reach through your fingertips. Maybe that slight back bend. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands to the earth, pulling those hips back. Again, blocks are handy, not needed. Stretching through the back hamstring of that right leg. Take a breath. As you're ready, let's come back into that bend at the right knee, blocks to the side, tuck the left toes, step to the top of your mat, forward fold, neck and head release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, swoop all the way up to standing, slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center, maybe closing the eyes. Maybe rooting down through the feet and lifting through the crown of your head. So go through that, leading with the left leg now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees or shins. Exhale, fold it forward. Plant the hands, left foot back. Drop that left knee. Bring the blocks in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus those arms, squeeze shoulder blades, hands to the earth at the blocks, and pull your hips back as you straighten that right leg. Maybe letting the neck and head kind of drop towards the extended leg. Take a breath. Let's come forward, rooting down through that right foot. Both hands onto the earth. Step back, hands and knees. Exhale. exhale, lower belly, chest, and chin. Inhale through low cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, shift it back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale that left leg up. On the exhale, left leg comes forward between those hands. Drop that right knee to the mat. Blocks come in. Inhale, arms up, slight back bend. Exhale, cactus those arms, squeeze shoulder blades. Hands to the earth or the blocks. And pull those hips back. Feeling that nice stretch. Let the neck and head go. Stretching the upper back, one more breath. And then coming forward, bending the knee, blocks to the side, step back, hands and knees. On the exhale, lower belly, chest, and chin to the earth. Inhale, lift up, low cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, shift it back. Downward facing dog, take a breath or two here. And then let's bring the knees to the earth and sink back into your child's pose. From this child's pose, you're gonna extend through those fingertips. Let the hips sink back and just take a moment to reset. Be present, notice where you're at. Notice how the body feels. Maybe you need to shake the hips a little and massage that third eye a little bit more. Just take another breath or two here in this moment of ease. One more breath. Let's inhale ourselves up into a tabletop pose. Come through a couple cat-cows just to reset. And then tuck those toes and shift it back, downward facing dog. Let the neck and head release, pedal the heels, coming into that extended downward dog with the hips lifted. On the next inhale, that right left leg is gonna lift, and maybe we open up the hip so the heel comes towards the glutes. Maybe you lift under that arm, that right armpit. One more breath. As you exhale, square the hips, bring that right foot forward between the hands. We're gonna drop the left heel and come into a warrior one. So left heel is rooted, hips are facing forward, arms are extended. Reach through the fingertips, lift your heart, relax the shoulder blades. So as if you're holding a big ball. Lift, inhale, on the exhale, open up, warrior two. So now our hips are facing the wide side of the mat. You're breathing, just noticing how you feel. Take a breath here, gaze over that right middle finger, inhale, come up. Coming into a star pose, let's go warrior two, over that left leg. Inhale, come up. Exhale, warrior two, gaze to the right. Let's do it one more time each side, inhale up. Exhale, warrior two to the left. So I'm just moving my feet ever so slightly to just change the position or direction of that warrior two. Coming back, let's come into that star pose, lift your heart, and then as you exhale, cactus those arms, bend the knees, heels are coming in, you're coming into a goddess pose or a horse pose. Breathe in, lift the heart. As you exhale, fold forward, parallel the feet, and come into a wide-legged forward fold. Taking a few breaths here, extend those arms forward. Kind of those down dog arms with wide legs. One more breath. And then hands come back underneath the gaze and turn away the fingertips and reach towards the opposite side of the mat. One more breath. Coming back up, hands under the gaze, come up halfway. As you exhale, fold it forward. One more time like that, inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and walk our feet towards that right foot, coming into a right knee runner's lunge. So the bend in there, we're gonna have a nice deep bend in that right knee. And we're gonna flow here. So kind of like what we did on the earth, you're gonna bend deep here, and then you're gonna straighten that right leg. Let your neck and head release. Two more times like that. Bend deep, pull it back. Bend it deep, and pull it back. Last time, you're gonna bend it deep, move the blocks out of the way, plant both hands, step back, come into a plank pose. Always the option to drop your knees here.
So you're in that kind of supported plank. Otherwise, you're going to stay here. Inhale. As you exhale, lower all the way or halfway. With the inhale, lift up through low cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, shift it back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Pedal the heels, lift that tailbone. Next inhale, we're going to lift that left leg up. And again, open up that left hip. Maybe look under the left armpit. Knee towards your glutes. Take a breath. With the exhale, square the hips. Left foot comes forward. Drop that right heel. Rise up. Warrior one. Reach through your fingertips. Hips again, facing forward towards that short end of the mat. Lift your heart. And then as you exhale, open up warrior two. Gazing over that left middle finger. Breathe. And then we'll go through that kind of star warrior two flow here. So bending deep into that left knee. You're gonna inhale, come up. Exhale, change direction. Gaze over that right knee. Or right fingertips. Inhale through star. Exhale, left. Let's do it one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. This time we're gonna lift up, staying in our star pose. Lift your heart. As you exhale, bring those heels in. Bend at the knees. Cactus those arms. Goddess pose. Strong. Sumo squat. Move here. Take a breath. As you exhale, let's bring those hands to the thighs. Let your shoulders kind of shrug towards your ears. We're just gonna stretch out that back body. Drop that right shoulder towards the left. Come through the center. Left shoulder to the right. Do that one more time each side. Good. Come through center. And then let's go ahead and have that forward fold again. Parallel the feet. Bring your hands to the earth and extend them, walking forward, just letting the head and neck release. Letting go of effort here, feeling a stretch through the back of the body, the back of the legs. And then walk your hands underneath the gaze. Come up halfway just to extend through the crown, find that flat back. As you exhale, fold it forward. Walk the hands away from you, fingertips towards the opposite side of the mat. Let your neck and head go. And then we'll walk those hands back underneath the gaze. Come up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold it forward. Let's grab those blocks and walk our hands towards that left foot, coming into that deep runner's lunge on the left side with the left knee forward. So you're bending into that left knee. Maybe this right hip drops a little. Yeah, lift your heart. And then as you exhale, pull it back. Head and neck release. A couple more times like that. Bend deep. Pull it back. Bend deep. Pull it back. Last time. Bend deep. And pull it back. This time we're gonna bend deep. You're gonna move those blocks out of the way. Hands onto the earth, come into that plank pose or bring the knees to the earth. As you exhale, lower all the way or halfway. With the inhale, lift up, low cobra, up dog. As you exhale, tuck the toes, shift back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here in down dog. And then when you're ready, bring the knees to the earth. Big toes touch, come into your child's pose. Let it go. Let the forehead come onto the earth. Let yourself find that moment of rest and release. Two more breaths here. Forehead on the mat. Hips towards the heels. Extend through those fingertips. One more breath. As you're ready, you're going to come onto your hands and knees. We're going to tuck those toes and shift back into a downward facing dog. Walk your feet towards the top, towards your hands, and then just unfurl like a fern
come into your tree or to your mountain pose. We're gonna move into a tree pose. So you're gonna root down through the feet. Let your shoulders roll back. Lift through the crown of your head so you're feeling as tall as you can. So I'm gonna start by rooting into this left leg. Let's bring our hands to our heart center and then just bring this right knee up. Maybe just the toes are on the earth. And then you can bring that heel towards the standing leg. So this might be where you stay. You could bring that right foot to the calf. You could bring that right foot here into your inner thigh, or it might slide down. The only thing I ask is that you don't press that right foot into your knee joint so that you become unstable. So you're staying here, pulling in through that low belly to find some grounding and strength. Find something to gaze at that's not moving. And then go ahead and extend those arms up. Reach through the fingertips. Maybe flow a little bit. We'll take one more breath here. Extend through the fingertips. And then with the exhale, bring the hands to heart center. And then bring that right foot to the earth. Shaking it out. And we'll start over on the left side. So rooting through that right leg. Starting by just lifting the left heel. Maybe the heel comes to the ankle, or the calf, or the inner thigh, wherever you're comfortable with it today. Today, my foot is going to stay on my calf. Pulling in through that low belly, and then maybe the arms extend. Maybe close your eyes. That's going to really practice your balance. Lift through those fingertips, maybe lift your gaze, take 2 more breaths, pull in through the low belly. 1 more. Exhale, hands to heart center, bring both feet to the earth. And then we're just gonna come into a squat to get ourselves onto the earth. So inhale, arms up. As you exhale, so bring your feet or heels kind of pointing towards each other. If you have a blanket or something to lift the heels up, that sometimes helps too. Otherwise, you're just gonna lift your arms up, and then as you exhale, we're gonna come back into that kind of goddessy pose here, and then just all the way down. Yeah, hands can come to the earth, or you can sit on a block, and then eventually, you're just gonna bring your seat to the earth and come into our Baddha shape. So bring the soles of your feet together, and then just fold forward over your legs. Let your head and neck release. Just listening to the body, noticing how you feel today, noticing how you feel after taking these last 30 minutes or so for yourself. We're going to do a little bit of work for our core here. And then we're going to come onto our back for our final resting pose. So I'm going to kind of come into a boat pose with kind of moving knees to kind of use some twisting core work. So the feet can stay on the earth, toes are on the earth, or you can lift your legs up. And then you're just going to bring your arms to the right, knees to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, other side. A couple more times like that. Just knees one way, arms the other. Couple more times. Engaging through that core. Let's do it 2 more times each side. Last time. And then bring those knees in. Lift your heart. Go ahead and bring the arms to the earth and just lift your chest. And then you can let your legs extend forward. We're going to reach our arms up, extend through the fingertips, root through the sits bones. Folding forward. And then as you exhale, just drag your arms and hands up the legs as you slowly lower yourself onto the earth. And so from here you can really do whatever movements feel the best for you to completely release. It might feel good to bring the knees into the chest and kind of let yourself massage your low back.
Might feel good to come into a happy baby. Might feel nice to bring your arms out in a T and just let your knees sway side to side. So just take about 2 to 3 more breaths here in whatever movement feels best for you. And then come to stillness with your legs extended, arms by your side, closing the eyes and coming into the complete restful pose of Shavasana. Allowing your body to completely release. And giving yourself these next 5 breaths to just let go. Focus on the breath, be in this moment. Being grateful for this body of yours that helps you move through your day and through your practice. Grateful for the practice of yoga that's been passed down to us by many, many teachers thousands of years ago. And for this land that we move and practice and live on every day. You're welcome to stay here on the earth for as long as you like. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. May this practice nourish you and carry you through your day. Namaste. I hope to see you again here on this channel. There's other classes that you might be interested in, so you can like and subscribe and follow along and find more classes to enjoy. Take care. Have a great day.